Hi, welcome to a special edition of Fire Nation, where I will be talking about the 2023 Brazilian Carnival that took place around February. That's will be like last month. The things that the people are doing these days, rebelling against God. They rebelled against God before the flood, where Noah was involved and made the ship, and before the world was flooded and everyone else was killed besides Noah and his family. I think it was 8 survivors besides Enoch that was raptured. And the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, where that city was destroyed with raining fire. And this day, they're doing the same things that they did right before the end. And this day, hell is going to take place. The world will be destroyed by fire in a certain sense. But God's people that love Jesus Christ and live by the Bible and love that word and believe that word and live by that word will be saved. I just want to say to you all, turn to Jesus Christ. We are in the last days. We see the people in this world doing things that we've never seen them do before. They're really rebellious against God. They're just filled with the spirit of the devil. And I looked at this Brazilian parade, and I can't believe some of the things that they're doing and showing and saying in this parade. So without further ado, I'm about to cut to that. People are really getting ready for the mark of the beast. Satan's people and God's people are getting ready for the rapture, to see God and meet Jesus in the clouds. So just look at some of the footage that I've collected from this 2023 Brazilian Carnival. And I know we got some Christians in Brazil. I will definitely be praying for you all, because it's a spirit in that, a heavy, dark spirit in that land that needs to be fought. And that's all over the world these days. They're rebelling against God. Take a look at this footage. Thank you. This is the Brazilian Carnival Parade 2023. And let me read from 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3 through 7. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the Father fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of God, the heaven were of old, and the earth standing out of water and in water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. And here is the snake from the Garden of Eden, and it has apples in front of it, mocking the Genesis creation of the world and what happened and took place between Adam and Eve and the serpent. And these are people dressed like angels, dancing and celebrating, and it's just blasphemy against God. They're blaspheming God, and they're devils, people dressed like devils on the other side. And they're just making a mockery of Jesus here, dragging him through the street. And one is dressed like Satan, and they have some dressed like angels, and they're just making a mockery of Jesus Christ. These are things that you don't do, and they're doing them. And this is because it's the last days. It is the last days, and they're just poking fun of Jesus Christ and making a mockery of Jesus right here. And it's just terrible where people are these days. And I want to read a little bit from Timothy chapter 3 verse 1 through 5. And they're still making a mockery of Jesus Christ right here. Timothy chapter 3 verse 1 through 5. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, and unholy. This really shows that. Which natural affection, truce breakers, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive women, silly women laden with sin, led away with devilish lust. And this is just a big Satan parade. They're parading around Satan and just made a big balloon of him, and they're worshiping him basically. And they got a crowds of people down in Brazil for this Carnival Parade 2023. And it's just showing that we're in the last days, folks. These people are dancing. They done made statues of demons. They're basically worshiping idols, worshiping false gods, worshiping these devils and demons that are, and they got women's clad with clothes. They got levitation going on. It's so much stuff mocking God, and it's just a bunch of witches and warlocks and satanic people that's just in this parade mocking Jesus. They got the serpent and the apples marking that, and they got people. I think these two are dressed like Adam and Eve, supposed to be Adam and Eve, dancing provocatively with scanty clothes, got people in cages, and this is a type of mockery that calls the end time. They got an owl worshiping the Illuminati, worshiping the false god Moloch. There's so much going on here. They got demons walking down the street, black robed men like they're in a satanic cult. They got vampire bats hanging. They mocking Jesus right here, hanging. Got him hanging, suspended in the air. Got demons walking down the street, showing who their God is, showing who they represent, showing who they praise, and that's Satan. And that's where we're at in these last days, where they're preparing to take the mark of the beast, and we're preparing to take the rapture. So what side are you on? Give up these things of the world and turn to Christ now. And just pray for our brothers and sisters in Brazil, because I know we got some Christians out there in Brazil. Pray for them, because their town is really under the spirit of evil influence and evil entities of these devils. And they got the bull that's like kind of like the bull that they made the golden calf when Jesus had took people from Egypt. They had made a golden calf and angered God. And this is just showing where after they did this carnival parade, there was a great storm like never seen before in Brazil. And this is just showing that the heaviest storm in Brazil history hit the coast of St. Paul's State on February 18th through 19th, leaving at least 65 people dead and 4,000 homeless. Hundreds of houses collapsed in landslides caused by the downpour, which reached more than 23.6 inches. The city of Sao Sebastião was the worst hit. These tragedies occurred during the Carnival and 64 people died. It's just so much stuff that, it just brought the judgment and the wrath of God on this people, this evil carnival. And the 100-foot statue of Jesus Christ in Rio de Janeiro was hit by lightning after the Brazilian parade and struck by the bolt of lightning directly on the head.